YouTube, what's going on? Double Odd Josh coming at you guys today with a video about how to set up an ammo can. And as you guys can see in front of you, we have both a 50 cal and a 30 cal ammo can. So let's go ahead and get started with the 30 cal ammo can first. So when we look inside, we're going to see all the same type of cartridge. Well, in fact, all the same type of brand or company, which is going to be the Fiocchi 115 grain FMJ, and all the same right in through here. Now some of you guys are probably wondering, why are you standing some of these up while you're laying some of these flat down like that? And the answer is that allowed me to get as many boxes in here as possible, which was 500. You know, there's other ways of stacking them, but whatever you feel comfortable with. The other note is that you don't really want to stack them too high. I mean, this is kind of exaggerated, but if you stack them too high, you run the risk of having your lid smash down your ammo and potentially damaging it. So you don't want it to be too high inside of these ammo cans. And so this ammo can came with the silicone gel packet, which probably isn't good anymore, but I'd like to throw them back inside. It can't really hurt anything. So when you go and you look at your lid, what I like to do is take some gun grease. I know some people like to use gun oil, but I like to use gun grease and use a Q-tip. Put it on the Q-tip and then just give your rubber seal a nice even layer, and that'll help to preserve it. Alright, so when you're ready to put your lid on, just like this, I like to give it a good tilt like that, and then just kind of close it nice and slowly, just like that, then pop it closed. Alright, so that was for the 30 cal can. Now, when you look at my 50 cal can, you might notice, well, you know, it's kind of mixed up here. You have two different brands. In my opinion, as long as they're kind of like the same thing, like these are both 115 grain 9mm FMJ brass case, it's pretty much the same thing. I know people might have their preferences for one company over the other, and I just don't have enough experience shooting either of these to really know which one's better or to give you my opinion. So there's that. And when we look at the outside of the ammo can, you might notice there's a little note down here. This is just a post-it note with some tape on it, and it says box number blank and how many rounds of 9mm FMJ are inside. So this is 500 rounds of 9mm FMJ. So when I'm ready to go put this away, I'll know what's inside of here just by reading this little note down here on the side. Lastly, guys, I would recommend for you to put together a notebook with all of your notes inside of it. So here's an example. Of course, this isn't my actual notes. I think it's kind of foolish to say how much ammo you have in your possession, just my opinion. But anyway, so when we look up here, we have box number. So hypothetically, if this was the first ammo can you ever put together, that would be box 1 or box number 1. Likewise, the second one, box number 2. Over here we have size. Now for me that refers to either 30 cal or the 50 cal. Of course, small is the 30 cal, large is the 50 cal, and then we get into our description, and this is where you want to keep it nice and short. Right over here, for example, talk about what caliber it is, the weight of the bullet, what type of bullet it is, like FMJ or jacketed hollow point or anything like that. Maybe the brand, like here's Laser and Fiocchi. And lastly, is it brass case, aluminum, all that kind of thing. And then over here we have the amount, how much is inside of that particular ammo can. And lastly, we have the date. When did you put this all together? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and for subscribing, and have a great night.